When you want your heating and cooling done right the first time, you need to call Norris Lake's Do It Right Specialist. It's Complete Comfort Heating and Cooling.
I am just a phone call away. I am focused on getting the job done right the first time.
I am committed to treating your home like my own.
I'm dedicated to keeping your summers cool and your winters cozy.
We are your Norris Lake Do It Right Specialist.
606-248-5665. Bowling Law Office of Middlesboro, Kentucky. Your injury is our case and our focus.
Hi, I'm attorney Blake Bowling. For the past 12 years, it's been a privilege to serve many families throughout the tri-state area.
Bowling Law Office handles auto injuries, premises liability, medical negligence, Social Security disability, and workers' comp claims.
If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident and need an experienced attorney with a proven track record of success, please give me a call.
Hi, I'm Jim Fortner, owner of Fortner's Home Connection. We're your hometown source for appliances, bedding, furniture, recliners, and lift chairs with all the brand names you could ever hope for and prices you will not believe. Come out and see us at Fortner's Home Connection, 2801 U.S. Highway 25 across from Casey's in the old Sears building. Come on and let me give you the red carpet treatment that you should be getting already. Come see me at Fortner's Home Connection.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We have early voting. And this is the Claiborne County Election Returns 2026. Got Jay Compton behind me right now from the Claiborne Progress. He's keeping up with his section. And I've got all the early votes right here. It's front and back. And remember how many folks were running. So it's going to take me just a second, okay? Here we go. Governor Marsha Blackburn, 53, absentee. Early voting is 1706. We'll go with the totals. All right? So for Claiborne County, Marsha Blackburn, 1759. Monty Fritz, 704. John Rose, 1025. United States Senate, running unopposed is Bill Haggerty, 2986. Running unopposed, House of Representatives, District 2, Tim Burchett, 3266. Excuse me. Gary Hicks Jr., running unopposed, 1614. Tennessee House of Representatives, District 36, you vote for one, either Dennis Powers or Noah Smith. Dennis Powers has 493, Noah Smith, 832. We also have Sidney A. Jesse. This is for State Executive Committeeman, District 8, 1,327 votes. Bobby D. Johnson, 1,333 votes. We have got Deborah Bailey and Patty Mills running in the District 8 Committeewoman for State Executive Committeewoman. 1,753 for Deborah Bailey. Patty Mills is 781. All right, Governor, and I believe this is for the Democrat Party. Yes. It's not on the list, but I believe that's correct. Carnita Atwater, 63 votes. Tim Sear, 26. Jody Green, 282. Adam Ditch Kurtz, 18. And Kevin Lee McCants, 38. You will hear his name twice because one is for a federal office and one is for state. United States Senate, you vote for one. Marquita Bradshaw, 151 votes. Maria Brewer, 104. Kevin Lee McCants, 72. Civil Miller Watkins, 34. Diana Onajikaya, 39. Representatives, House of Representatives, District 2, Michaela Barnett, unopposed at 376. We're going to do a quick little look at our list here and make sure that I'm not missing anything or anyone. All right, and the volume is still good. This is definitely the race that the mayor will be decided in, one way or the other. It'll be either moving forward or there'll be a vacancy declared, but we're not at that point yet. All right, moving on. Tennessee House of Representatives, District 9, no one ran. Tennessee House of Representatives, District 36, no candidate qualified for that one either. State Executive Committeeman, District 8, Christopher Parker, 332 votes. District 8 Committee Woman, Autumn Anderson, running unopposed, 326. Here's the mayor vote. Let me get everything cleared up here in my throat. This again is absentee votes and early voting combined. This is not election day voting yet. Joe Brooks, 2,257. Jack Daniels, 1,660. Joe Johnson, 402. Again, that is just absentee and early voting. 2,257 for Joe Brooks, 1,660 for Jack Daniels, and 402 for Joe Johnson. Early voting only and absentee. County Commission, District 1. Joseph Blanton, 61. Tammy Cheek, 369. Dennis Cook, 203. Nathan Nate Fultz, 398. Zach King, 283. Brad C. Lott, 151. Robert Nyan, 172. You are voting for 3 in that particular race. Also voting for 3 is District 2. Haley Barker, 400. Nathan Epperson, 467. David Guy, 109. Timmy Dale Johnson, 277. Gary W. Poor, 352. Brian Rowland, 184. Again, I'm just repeating in case there's some more folks coming online. This is absentee voting, and election day voting is not in this list. It's absentee and early voting. A lot of pages here. Be patient with me. District 3, you vote for 3. Robert Bob Brooks, 287. Blaine Coffey, 361. Stacy Crawford, 333. John DeMass, 68. Nicholas Lee Epperson, 238. Travis Lester, 258. District 4, you're voting for 2. Nathan Grubbs, 147. Aaron J. Jambriska, 38. Zach Mullins, 235. Anthony Rowe, 225. Mitchell Cosby, District 5, running unopposed. He received 209 votes. District 6, you're voting for 3. Now remember, there are approximately 43 people running for 21 seats. All right. Roseberry Barnett, 169. Carolyn Johnson Brooks, 200. Donald Bryant, 81. Billy Johnson, 149. Steve Mason, 213. Richard Smith, 198. Nathaniel Red Van Nostrand, 70. County Commission, District 7, you are voting for 3. Steve Brogan, 299. Kelly Eric Jones, 252. Sherry McCreary, 276. Stella Mary Beth Nelson, 176. Ian Sandifer, 195. Voting for 2 in District 8, County Commission, Shane Baney Evans, 136. Jesse Gibson, 17. David Mundy, 98. Colby Parton, 55. Quentin Rogers, 105. Tad Russell, 164. County Commission, you're voting for 1 in District 9. Anita O. Jenkins, 15 votes. Carl Mazingo, 11 votes. County Trustee, running unopposed, Denise Alexander, 3720, 3,720. For Sheriff, this is a big race because Bob Brooks just retired yesterday. Congratulations to Bob. And there are 3, they're not newcomers, but they are 3 that will be running for the first time for the office of Sheriff. Michael Cavins, 2,912. Stephen Hurley, 677. Tim Shrout, 773. All right, everybody still able to hear me okay, right? If you have any issues, just let me know. Circuit Court Clerk Jackie Rosenbaum is running unopposed. She has absentee and early votes of 3,626. County Clerk Will Collins, 961. Karen Hurst, 3375. Register of Deeds running unopposed is Kimberly Reese, 3892. School Board District 2, you vote for 1. Juanita T. Honeycutt, 387. Paige Watson White, 412. Vote for 1, but there's only 1, running unopposed for School Board District 3. It is Melinda Muncy. She received 538 votes. School Board District 5, running unopposed, is Linda B. Fultz, 406 votes. Running unopposed in District 6 is Danny Pearman, 458 votes. Now, not much left on this last one. These are, for the lack of a better phrase, referendum questions. Do you want to retain or replace Supreme Court at-large Kyle A. Hickson? Retain at 2515 over 741, replace. At-large Mary L. Wagner for Supreme Court. Retain 2484, replace 753. Court of Appeals, Eastern Division, William E. Phillips, you vote for 1, which is either retain or replace. The retain is 2528 or replace 709. Court of Appeals, Western Division, Steve Maroney, retain 2441, replace 724. Court of Appeals, Western Division, Valerie L. Smith, retain 2432, replace 723. Criminal Court of Appeals, Eastern Division, Stacy Street, retain 2466, replace 713. And finally, we have got retain 80, I'm sorry, that's absentee. Retain Court of Appeals, Eastern Division, Stephen W. Sword. Retain again is 2463. Replace is 727. I fumbled that. Let me make sure I got it right here. Criminal Court of Appeals, Eastern Division, Stephen Sword. Retain 2463. Replace 727. Okay. So when it comes to the retain and replace, I'm not going to do that every single time. I'm not doing that every single time because, in all honesty, the people, take the lid off, Brian. The people would like to know more about their local races, so that's what we're going to offer, okay? Again, this is early voting and absentees. Early voting and absentees only. I do not have another set of any of the precincts that have come in other than that. Now, there have been some delivered. We have a really good crowd upstairs. I do want to take a peek at the radar real quick, only because a couple of things could happen. This is the South, and power goes out very easily. So let me just check and make sure that, that they're not getting rained out up on the parking lot. I've not been outside. I think it's more just thunder boomer sounds, not necessarily at 8:41 anything hitting us just yet. There was an awful lot of lightning a little while ago. But while you're on, could I repeat the sheriff? Yes, I'll repeat anything you want me to repeat. I'll be glad to do. We've got more coming in, so I'm not going to repeat those. I'm going to give you new numbers. So I'll be getting their. Aaron Reed is with us, and he's giving us some updated numbers. Unofficial complete first district. Okay, unofficial complete first district. So I'm not going to at this time. Yeah, I better. I'm not going to do the retain or replaces. I'm not doing that right now. So here we go. Let me look, though, and see if the numbers have come back in yet. Okay, so this is the absentee and early voting. All right? This is, you said District 1? Yeah. Up in the corner of what we're seeing is precincts reporting 1 of 16, so only 6% has come in. So you're only getting, what I'm about to repeat now, you're only getting District 1 results. It's not cumulative with the early voting stuff. Oh, yes it is, sorry. Wow, the Lord is speaking to me from the hallway. It is cumulative, sorry about that. It just looks a little bit different on my pages. Give me just a second to move everything around here, folks. I see it now. All right. All right, so here we go. This is cumulative. District 1. Marsha Blackburn, total of 1877. Monty Fritz, 775. John Rose, 1095. United States Senate, vote for 1. In the Republican Party, I believe. Bill Haggerty, 3215. United States House of Representatives, District 2, even though this is coming from District 1. Tim Burchett, 3510. Gary W. Hicks for House of Representatives, District 9, 1815. Dennis Powers and Noah Smith going head-to-head there for the state of Tennessee House of Representatives, District 36. And you've got Dennis Powers at 493 and Noah Smith at 832. State Executive Committee man, District 8. The results from District 1, Sidney Jesse Jr., 1411. Bobby Johnson, 1455. State Executive Committee woman, District 8, you've got 1881 for Deborah Bailey and 844 for Patty Mills. Governor, and this is the Republican portion, this is the Democrat portion. Carnita Atwater, 70 votes. Tim Sear, 28. Jerry Green, 303. Adam Ditch Kurtz, 18. And Kevin Lee McCants, 43. U.S. States Senate, Democrat. Marquita Bradshaw, 167. Maria Brewer, 112. Kevin Lee McCants, 75. Civil Miller Watkins, 34. Diana Onajikaya, 40. United States House of Reps, District 2, Democrat, 402. Michaela Barnett, she's running unopposed. Nothing for District 9 or 36 because no one qualified. All right, let me take a breather here, folks. I'm going to be repeating, but I'm repeating with new numbers. New numbers, okay? Please keep your comments positive. And I will go back, unless I have another precinct come in, I will go back and repeat these numbers because they're starting to come in by precinct now. So they're now becoming cumulative, even though I said they weren't. They are. State, we got more? Oh, great. Thank you. The top. Okay. They already won. Oh. Okay. So these, and by the way, anything I say is unofficial until all of this has been verified. Unofficial till this has been verified. Now, because District 1 has come in, we have some unofficial first, second, and third place. Thanks to Jay for heading me off on that. I appreciate that. So, let's go back to District 1 for County Commission. You voted for 3. Here's how the numbers came out. In third place with 424 is Zach King. In second place with 523 is Tammy Cheek. And in first place, it is Nathan Nate Fultz. So those are the 3 unofficial for District 1 County Commissioners. Unofficial. Thank you again, Jay. I appreciate that. I think we need to put you on the payroll. All right. So we have done that. Let's go to County Commission District 2. County Commission District 2. Yeah, and these are just the absentees. A lot of folks are wanting me to repeat them, so I'm going to. These are just the absentees and early votings for District 2. Haley Barker, 400. Nathan Epperson, 467. David Guy, 109. Timmy Dale Johnson, 277. Gary Poor, 352. And Brian Rowland, 184. Please keep in mind that you've got 9 districts, 21 commissioners, and roughly 44 that ran. It's not roughly, there are 44 that ran. In each of the districts, some of them are 3 representatives, and some of them have 2 representatives. So I hope that helps. I didn't understand it when I first came over here years ago. And I would just like to take just a second, an impartial statement. It was because of Joe Brooks that I came over and started covering the county commissioners meeting and the election commission results. So I do say a big thank you to him and his family. All right. County Commission District 3, still absentee and early voting numbers. The next numbers have not come in yet, but I'm repeating them because there's a lot of folks that have asked. All right. Justin Long is still requiring you to get a better hat. What kind of hat does he want you to wear? He bought a new one today. It still has WV on it, but he's also wearing a shirt that said WV. Anyway, just being factual. All right. County Commission District 3, absentee and early voting only. Robert Bob Brooks, 287. Blaine Coffey, 361. Stacy Crawford, 333. John DeMass, 68. Nicholas Lee Epperson, 238. Travis Lester, 258. County Commission District 4, you're voting for only 2. Again, just absentee and early voting for this particular district. Only District 1 has come to a complete unconfirmed finale, so to speak. Nathan Grubbs, 147. Aaron Jambriska, 38. Zach Mullins, 235. Anthony Rowe, 225. Mitchell Cosby, sir, you're retaining your seat. Nobody challenged you. Commission District 6, and this is absentee and early voting. Absentee and early voting. I guess we could also consider, were there write-ins in this particular race? I don't know if there were or not. Would you mind asking Aaron for me, did anybody get a chance to do a write-in? Yeah, I've not seen any new names on here. Commission District 6, Rosemary Barnett, 169. Carolyn Johnson Brooks, 200. Donald Bryant, 81. Billy Johnson, 149. 213 for Steve Mason. Richard Smith at 198. And Nathaniel Red Van Nostrand, 70. Absentee, early voting only. District 7, absentee, early voting. Steve Brogan, 299. 252 for Kelly Eric Jones. 276 for Sherry McCreary. 176 for Stella Mary Beth Nelson. 195 for Ian Standifer. That's absentee and early voting only. Give me just a moment here. Okay. No local write-ins. No local write-ins. And thanks to Jay for kind of being a runner on that, and for Aaron Reed and his entire crew. The Election Commission had a lot of challenges this go-around because, and I saw these things for myself being here, and I saw them online. A lot of misinformation being put out. A lot of misinformation. I hope that we help to clarify some of that, but just be careful of the sources that you get when you're trying to get information out about an election. Call the Election Commission. That's the best I can tell you to do, is call the Election Commission. If you are unsure or you're seeing conflicting information, they are the best source to get the information out. We know, Brian, can you get on to some more results? I sure can. All right. Let's see. So we've got County Commission District 8. You're voting for 2. This is absentee and early voting. And after I'm done with this round, I'm going to take another break unless more precincts come in. Shane Bainey Evans, you've got 136. Jesse Gibson, 17. You have got David Mundy, 98. Colby Parton, 55. Quentin Rogers, 105. And Tad Russell, 164. County Commission District 9, you're voting for just 1. Anita O. Jenkins at 15. Carl Mazingo at 11. Denise Alexander, no one ran against her, but she did get almost 4,000 votes at 3994. Sheriff, a lot of folks want me to repeat this one. This is absentee and early voting only. Absentee and early voting only. Are you ready? Michael Cavins, 3112. 3112. Stephen Hurley, 735. Tim Shrout, 841. All right, who's in the win for county clerk? Well, I'm getting there. I'm almost there. But keep in mind, these are not official. They're unconfirmed, unverified. They still have to go to the state. So they're undeclared at this time. Jackie Rosenbaum for Circuit Court Clerk. She was unopposed at 3901, and these are absentee and early voting only. County Clerk, Will Collins, 1045. Karen Hurst, 3612. 3,612. Absentee and early voting. Kimberly Reese is probably going to retain her seat because nobody was challenging her, and that's 4180. School Board District 2, you're voting for 1. Juanita Honeycutt had 387. Paige Watson White, 412. Melinda Muncie, Linda B. Fultz, and Danny Pearman were running in their respective races for School Board in District 3, 5, and 6, and they were running unopposed, so that would be that. And then I'm not going to read right now. I'm going to take a break. I'm not going to read the Supreme Court and Court of Appeals and the retain and replace. I'll do that about every third time that we run through these numbers, okay? So let Brian take a break if you don't mind too terribly much, and we'll be back in just a bit. I'm really appreciative. I would have messed that all up. I am so used to...
When you want your heating and cooling done right the first time, you need to call Norris Lake's Do It Right Specialist. It's Complete Comfort Heating and Cooling.
I am just a phone call away. I am focused on getting the job done right the first time.
I am committed to treating your home like my own.
I'm dedicated to keeping your summers cool and your winters cozy.
We are your Norris Lake Do It Right Specialist.
606-248-5665. Bowling Law Office of Middlesboro, Kentucky. Your injury is our case and our focus.
Hi, I'm attorney Blake Bowling. For the past 12 years, it's been a privilege to serve many families throughout the tri-state area.
Bowling Law Office handles auto injuries, premises liability, medical negligence, Social Security disability, and workers' comp claims.
If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident and needed an experienced attorney with a proven track record of success, please give me a call.
Hi, I'm Jim Fortner, owner of Fortner's Home Connection. We're your hometown source for appliances, bedding, furniture, recliners, and lift chairs, with all the brand names you could ever hope for and prices you will not believe. Come out and see us at Fortner's Home Connection, 2801 U.S. Highway 25, across from Casey's in the old Sears building. Come on and let me give you the red carpet treatment that you should be getting already. Come see me at Fortner's Home Connection.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we appreciate you being here with us. Don't have any new numbers coming in yet, but there is a storm that is a brewing in Claiborne County right now. We're going to check out the radar real quick. If you are making comments about our sponsors that are negative, I'm just going to go ahead and ban you from the stream. Just not going to deal with that. We need to be cordial to one another, and I don't have time for that, okay? I just don't have time, and it's not right that you're attacking people that are not here to defend themselves. All right, so with that said, we're going to check out the radar real quick because nothing else is really happening right now. If you want me to repeat anything, please let me know. I'd be glad to do that for you. We want to say thank you to the fine folks at Complete Comfort Heating and Cooling. We also have Bowling Law in Middlesboro, and Complete Comfort Heating and Cooling is taking care of Tennessee and Kentucky. And then Fortner's Home Connection, and it is in the building that is like diagonally across from Casey's. It used to be Sears years ago. All right, so what are we looking at as far as 8:56 at night? It appears that we have, could be having some storms getting there. Some of the radar has not been quite as accurate as what it should be. And I know that people are like, hey, we don't care about the weather. Well, there's a big crowd of folks just up the hill from us who do care about the weather, and that radar looks a little bit better. So we've got a bit of a storm over Jellicoe, a small one. So we'll find out here in just a few moments. Is there any race that you would like me to do mayor again? Okay. Mayor, no problemo. Give me a second to make sure that I'm not using old numbers here, okay? District 1, by the way, has all new people in it. District 1 for County Commission has all new people in it. And it is unofficial, but there are no more votes to be tallied for District 1 for Commission. Taking home third place was Zach King with 424, Tammy Cheek at 523, and Nathan Fultz, at 557. So you've got those, and that's a combination of absentee, early voting, and voting for today. So they're all newcomers to those seats. So we're wishing them the best. Okay. What was the other one you wanted? Do the sheriff again? All right, no problem. You're welcome, Kathy. Where's everybody watching? I haven't asked that in a while. What city are you watching in, or what district? How's that? I don't know that people outside our area would be watching this, but what district are you watching in? Or what area? Give me I'm in Springdale. I'm down on 33. Sheriff, here we go. This is absentee, early voting, and election day. The numbers that are in are coming from Precinct 1, which are the combination of the numbers, okay? Combination. I'll break it down by absentee. So Michael Cavan's got 93 absentee, 2819 early voting, and 200 election day voting for Precinct 1. That's 3112. Stephen Hurley got 27 absentee, 650 early voting, and 58 election day from Precinct 1 for a total of 735. Tim Shrout, 34 absentee, 739 early voting, and 68 election day voting for 841. 841. Will I do committee woman and committee man again? Absolutely. Let me make sure I have both pages here. Here it is. Okay. All right, let me move that off of here so don't get it confused with another results. State Executive Committee Man, District 8, running unopposed, 359 was Christopher Parker. Autumn Anderson, Committee Woman, District 8 is 353, running unopposed. Just a second. A lot of pages here, folks. Okay. State Executive Committee Man, District 8, Republicans, is Sidney A. Jesse Jr., 1,411. Bobby D. Johnson, 1,455. That is just coming from absentee, early voting, and election day voting from District 1. Okay? All right. Do the mayor's numbers again. I'll do that again for you. Give me just a minute. You have to forgive me. There's a lot of pages here. Okay, that I don't need. We should have some new numbers coming in here in just a minute. Mayor, this is with District 1 early voting, okay? With District 1 absentee and early voting. Here we go. Joe Brooks receiving 2,462, Jack Daniels 1,752, and Joe Johnson 431. This is how it breaks down. Joe Brooks got 86 absentee, 2,171 early, and 205 election day. 86, 2,171, and 205. That's a total of 2,462. Jack Daniels, absentee is 56, early voting is 1,604, election day 92, for a total of 1,752. Joe Johnson, absentee 15, early voting 387, and election day 29, for 431 total votes. Okay, anything else? When will you know the official, sheriff, and all the others? Well, since there's only one total precinct in, it could be, I heard, let me see what time we got here. It's 9:01. There's a good chance we're going to have numbers here again in a few minutes, but Clairfield may be another 30 minutes before it comes in. I'm just looking for some confirmation from our West Virginia fan back here. Nope. So let's see who's on at District 8. What? Easton is asking me, District 8, do you want commissioners? All right. You got to keep in mind, there's only one of 16 precincts reporting in. That's it. Just one of 16. And you're adding the numbers from absentee and early voting. Yeah, so we're not getting anywhere near totals. I'll be glad to give you the early voting and absentee again. That's no problem. You know, we go through this over in Kentucky when we do results all the time. There's a little ticker in the upper right-hand corner. You can see it here on our paperwork, even though, you know, it's too hard to see. And it just says that there's one of 16 precincts reporting, and then it's a percentage of 6.25% and how many total ballots have been cast. Now, I will say this. There has been, for early voting, I think the numbers are considerably higher than they've been in many years for early voting. That could be, in my opinion only, nothing official, that due to the circumstances surrounding this particular election, with one of the candidates passing away, people did some early voting a little more than they normally would. All right, so keep in mind, District 1, County Commission, Zach King's in third, Tammy Cheeks in second, Nathan Foltz is in first, unofficially. We do not have numbers for the other districts other than absentee and early voting. Here we go. Haley Barker, 400, Nathan Epperson, 467, David Guy, 109, Timmy Dale Johnson, 277, Gary Poor, 352, Brian Rowland, 184. This is for District 2. We got new numbers. I'm going to shut my mouth now. Hang on just a second. So let me move all of this around because it's going to change again here in just a minute. Confirmation. It could be late tonight before we get confirmation, but I'll stay with you as long as I can. We got batteries and everything's plugged up, so we shouldn't have any problem staying on the air unless, the internet goes down. But Jay's getting some instructions on reading things. Okay, I can hear the word final. And these are unofficial, folks. It takes 3 to 4 days. I think it's up to 10, but it's 3 to 4 days before things are confirmed. Okay. 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 So there are 3 more districts added to these totals, just not sure exactly which ones they are. Okay. So, you just see Jay's body coming into the camera. All right, so we'll start this time. We're going to start with the locals instead of going to the state and the governor, if that's all right with everyone. So this time, let me make sure I push everything out of the way here, okay? So we'll do state executive committee man and woman, even though they're unopposed. 412 votes for Christopher Parker for District 8. Autumn Anderson, District 8, 404 votes. Yes. County mayor. This is with 4 total precincts, absentee and early voting coming in. Joe Brooks at 2831. That's 53.5% of the vote. Jack Daniels at 1931. That's 36% of the vote. Joe Johnson at 517 at 9.5% of the vote. Okay? Let me talk about the mayor's race for just a minute, okay? So here's what's going to happen, and I'm going to paraphrase this as best I can. If there are more votes for Joe Brooks, the county commission then declares a vacancy. Then there is roughly 8 days where people who want to do a write-in, they have to be eligible, want to do a write-in, can run for mayor. So that's as basic as I can get. There's a little more to it than that, but I'm trying to get on to some of these other races. So I've told you about County Commission, District 1, and we've already gone over the winners there, Tammy Cheek, Nathan Foltz, and Zach King. County Commission, District 2, you're voting for 3. Haley Barker at 474, Nathan Epperson at 606, David Guy at 142, Timmy Dale Johnson at 356, Gary Poor at 462, and Brian Rowland at 235. County Commission District 3, Robert Bob Brooks. Oh, there's a tie here. Hang on just a second. We've got a tie right now for third place. But again, there's a bunch of precincts that haven't checked in yet. Robert Bob Brooks at 427 and Travis Lester at 427. Blaine Coffey at 576. Stacy Crawford at 508. John DeMass at 95. Nicholas Lee Epperson at 386. This is District 3, and you're voting for 3. Commission District 4. Vote for 2. Have you got more? Are you putting stuff in order for me?
I'm trying to, and just because those 2 tied for third, but historically, they will run off in the region.
So is District 3 in?
Yeah. It's unofficial, but that's
okay. Okay, all right. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right, so let me go back just a couple of seconds here. You are definitely going on the payroll. So in County Commission District 3, all of the votes are in for District 3, again, unofficially. So this tie is significant. So it's a tie between Robert Bob Brooks at 427 and Travis Lester at 427. Do you know where that moves on to? What is it, November 3rd? Or is it 4th? November 3rd race. So they're going to be a tiebreaker for County Commission District 3. So it's very interesting. In second place is Stacy Crawford, 508, and Blaine Coffey, 576. So there's going to be a couple of more decisions that need to be made, not just if the mayor's race turns out the way it's supposed to be. So you need this back. All right. Thank you very much, sir. And I'm going to put a star by this while we're doing that. Travis, Robert, Blaine, and Stacy. And we will revisit that here in just a minute. Stacy was second, wasn't he? And Blaine was first. Okay. All right. Good morning and good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching. And District 2 is in as well? Okay, that's final. Okay, so District 2. Oh, you said District 2. Just a minute. There we go. We do have a final unofficial in District 2. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so County Commission District 2 is final unofficially. In third place is Gary Poor. In second place is Haley Barker. In first place is Nathan Epperson. And basically, they just retain their seats. They retain their seats. So all of the incumbents for District 2 get to keep their seats. All right. Why am I in Tennessee? I'm in Tennessee because we cover Tennessee. Radio waves don't just stop at the border. They don't necessarily go through the tunnel, though. And yes, the tunnel is open on both ends and still hollow in the middle. Moving on to District 4, County Commission. I don't know if this district is all the way in yet. I can just tell you that it's at least absentee and early voting numbers. So Nathan Grubbs, 147. Aaron Jambriska, 38. Zach Mullins, 235. And Anthony Rowe, 225. And you're only voting for 2 in that particular race. Mitchell Cosby is still unopposed. Not that he was any different than when last time we mentioned it, but 209 votes. All right, District 6. I'm not hearing that it's complete yet. And again, I have to keep saying unofficial. Oh, District 2 is not? That's all right, no problem. Oh, okay. So District 2 is not complete yet. Sometimes this happens, folks. District 2 is not complete yet. So let's rewind that, and we'll just put that on hold for just a minute, okay? District 2 is not complete yet. It's all right. We know that things change. All right. Let me just take a peek here. Is there anything that I'm missing here? All right. And District 6. This is still absentee and early voting only. 169 for Rosemary Barnett, Carolyn Johnson Brooks, 200. 81 for Donald Bryant. 149 for Billy Johnson. 213 for Steve Mason. 198 for Richard Smith. And 70 for Nathaniel Red Van Nostrand. All right, that's absentee and early voting. Moving on as quickly as I can here. County Commission District 7, you're voting for 3. Absentee and early voting only. Steve Brogan at 299, 252 for Kelly Eric Jones, 276 for Sherry McCreary, 176 for Stella Mary Beth Nelson, 195 for Ian Sandifer. Voting for 2 in District 8 for County Commission, Shane Bainey Evans at 136, Jesse Gibson 17, 98 for David Mundy, 55 for Colby Parton, 105 for Quentin Rogers, and 164 for Tad Russell. County Commission District 9, early voting and absentee only. We have Anita O. Jenkins at 15 and Carl Mazingo at 11. County Trustee Denise Alexander, unopposed, 834. Sheriff, this is a combination of 4 precincts and absentee and early voting. Michael Cavins at 3471. Stephen Hurley at 863. and Tim Shrout at 993. That's Tim Shrout at 993. Jackie Rosenbaum is unopposed at 4466 for Circuit Court Clerk. County Clerk, with 4 of 16 reporting, it's Will Collins at 1196 versus Karen Hurst, the incumbent, at 4089. Register of Deeds, Kim Reese is unopposed at 4759. Juanita Honeycutt, School Board District 2, voting for 1, is at 481. Paige Watson White is at 546. Unopposed for District 3, 5, and 6 is Melinda Muncie, Linda Fultz, and Danny Pearman. They're all unopposed. All right, moving on. I'm still not going to do the Supreme Court at large and all that just yet. We're going to wait. I am going to go back to the governor's race. 4 of 16 reporting in. Marsha Blackburn at 2094. Monty Fritz at 896. John Rose at 1262. United States Senate Republican 3659 for Bill Haggerty. Tim Burchett 3989 for House of Representatives District 2. Tennessee House of Representatives vote for 1 District 9. Gary W. Hicks at 1864. Tennessee House of Reps District 36. Dennis Powers and Noah Smith. Dennis has 640. Noah Smith at 1103. State Executive Committee man, District 8, 1581 for Sidney A. Jesse Jr. Bobby Johnson is 1678. State Executive Committee woman, District 8, Deborah Bailey, 2113. Patty Mills, 981. Governor, this is the Democrat. Carnita Atwater at 85. Tim Sear at 30, Jerry Green at 340, Adam Ditch Kurtz at 22, Kevin Lee McCants at 47. That's the state office. Kevin Lee McCants is also running for United States Senate. In that race, he has 86, Maria Brewer, 128, Marquita Bradshaw, 183, Civil Miller Watkins, 41, Diana Onajakaia, 49. House of Reps, District 2, unopposed is Michaela Barnett. Nothing for District 9 or 36. Brian needs a break. We'll be back here in just a little bit. Stick around. There's more coming your way.
When you want your heating and cooling done right the first time, you need to call Norris Lake's Do It Right Specialist. It's complete comfort heating and cooling.
I am just a phone call away. I am focused on getting the job done right the first time.
I am committed to treating your home like my own.
I'm dedicated to keeping your summers cool and your winters cozy.
We are your Norris Lake Do It Right Specialist.
606-248-5665. Bowling Law Office of Middlesboro, Kentucky. Your injury is our case and our focus.
Hi, I'm attorney Blake Bowling. For the past 12 years, it's been a privilege to serve many families throughout the tri-state area.
Bowling Law Office handles auto injuries, premises liability, medical negligence, Social Security disability, and workers' comp claims.
If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident and needed an experienced attorney with a proven track record of success, please give me a call.
Hi, I'm Jim Fortner, owner of Fortner's Home Connection. We're your hometown source for appliances, bedding, furniture, recliners, and lift chairs, with all the brand names you could ever hope for and prices you will not believe. Come out and see us at Fortner's Home Connection, 2801 U.S. Highway 25 across from Casey's in the old Sears building. Come on and let me give you the red carpet treatment that you should be getting already. Come see me at Fortner's Home Connection.
Back. We are back. All right, someone is saying, what was the vote count for Michaela Barnett? You didn't say the number. Well, she's running unopposed is why. Hang on just a second. Michaela Barnett. Give me a minute to find it. Hope everyone's having a good night, by the way. Michaela Barnett, in the absentee and early voting, she got 462 votes. 462 votes. Let me get a little bit more centered here. There we go. Kind of feel like I'm at the Thanksgiving table for kids. We got new numbers? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jay Compton. Okay, with the added numbers. School board and county commission is also done. Okay. All right, so here we go, folks. Let's do this. I'm going to go with the local races first, and we will get to that. Let me push everything out of the way, make sure I don't pick up anything I shouldn't. District 2 is finished for the commission. District 2 is finished unofficially. So we'll get to those numbers here in just a second. Yeah, we'll do state and federal here in just a minute. Starting off with 8 of 16 precincts now in. 8 of 16 precincts now in. Are you ready? All right. And we're doing brand new numbers now because this just showed up just in the last few minutes there, Charlie. Okay. No. Okay, you're telling me that she's running against Tim Burchett. That is when she's running unopposed for the Democratic candidate. Miss Barnett's running unopposed for the Democrat candidate. That's what I was meaning. That's an actual primary for Tim Burchett and Michaela. All right. I said that right, didn't I? Yes. Okay. So let's start off with the office of county mayor. You've got Joe Brooks with absentee and early voting, 3202, 3,202. That's 54% of the vote. Jack Daniels at Jack Daniels at 2130 for 36% of the vote, and Joe Johnson at 564 for 9.5% of the vote. And we got more information coming in. Okay, all right. That's page 6. Jay's giving me some extra information there, so I want to make sure I get that on there. You said District 2 here, and she's the winner. Okay, thank you, sir. And did the numbers change much on County Commission? Okay. Okay, all right. So let's go back real quick here. County Commission District 1. That is all said and done, but we'll still give you the numbers, okay? That's all said and done, but we'll still give you the numbers. You've got third place going to, hang on just a second here. Zach King is in third place with 424. Then you've got Tammy Cheek at 523. And then you've got Nathan Foltz at 557. That is District 1 Commission, all new people. District 2, what we told you earlier still holds, but there's more votes. 8 of 16 precincts checking in. Incumbent Haley Barker holds on to her seat. Incumbent Nathan Epperson holds on to his seat. And incumbent Gary Poore holds on to his seat. Haley Barker at 594. Nathan Epperson at 724. And Gary Poore at 552. David Guy, 167. Timmy Dale Johnson, 453. And Brian Rowland, 295. 295. County Commission, District 3. Now, this is all said and done for District 3, unofficially, but there will be a runoff in November between Travis Lester and Bob Brooks. They tied at 427 votes. Next up would be Stacy Crawford with 508 and Blaine Coffey with 576, okay? The other votes were John DeMass at 95 and Nicholas Lee Epperson at 386. I'm making sure that my proofreader over here is checking me. Oh, it's unofficial? Okay, all right. All right, runoff is unofficial between Travis and Bob Brooks. Because they don't do the flip of the coin over here, do they? Okay. They do that some places? Yes. I've been present when that's happened. Okay, District 4, Nathan Grubbs at 218, Aaron Jambriska at 55, Zach Mullins at 520, and Anthony Rowe at 464, and they're voting for two. All right. Some folks are putting up numbers here. Okay, gotcha. You're paying attention. Good job, Brianna Wentz. Let me do that. Mitchell Cosme, Richard Smith at 198, and Nathaniel Red Van Nostrand at 70. I'm going to slow that down if there's some folks that are writing this down. Rosemary Barnett, 169. Carolyn Johnson Brooks, 200. Donald Bryant, 81. Billy Johnson, 149. Steve Mason, 213. Richard Smith, 198. Nathaniel Red Van Nostrand, 70. That is just absentee and early voting. Page 5. Still absentee and early voting only. Are you ready? We have got Steve Broken at 299. Kelly Eric Jones at 252. Sherry McCreary at 276. Stella Mary Beth Nelson at 176. Ian Sandifer at 195. That's absentee and early voting only. Sheriff, we've not had a win on the sheriff yet. Just hang in there. I'm getting there. And we don't have any information on who the full winner is yet for the mayor's race. I'm getting there, though. County Commission District 9, you are voting for... Let me go back to District 8. You're voting for two here. Shane Bainey Evans. This is just absentee and early voting. Shane Bainey Evans, 136. Jesse Gibson, 17. David Mundy, 98. Colby Parton, 55. Quentin Rogers, 105. Tad Russell, 164. District 9. Still just absentee and early voting. Anita O. Jenkins, 15. Carl Mazingo, 11. Nobody is running against county trustee candidate Denise Alexander. She's holding her seat at 5,095. Sheriff, are you ready? Sheriff. This is with 8 of 16 precincts reporting in. Michael Cavins, 64% of the vote at 3862. Stephen Hurley, 16% of the vote at 989. Tim Shrout, 18% of the vote, 1,096. That is with 8 of 16 reporting in. Mayor, you asked me about mayor. We'll go back to that real quick for some folks that just came on. This is not just absentee and early on. This is 8 precincts checking in. Joe Brooks at 3202, Jack Daniels at 2130, Joe Johnson at 564, okay? That is 8 of 16 with absentee, early, and election day voting. Jackie Rosenbaum is running unopposed, 5,010 votes. Will Collins and Karen Hurst are running for county clerk with 8 of 16 precincts checking in. Will Collins is down 1330 to Karen Hurst's 4571. Kimberly Reese, Register of Deeds, with absentee, early voting, and election day voting is 5328. The school board race for District 2, all the votes are in. This one is final. This is District 2 only for school board. You're voting for one, and it's unofficial. The winner has been unofficially shown to be Paige Watson White with 667 votes to Juanita Honeycutt's 588. School Board District 3, Melinda Muncie. School Board District 5, Linda Fultz. School Board District 6, Danny Pearman. Now, I can tell you this before we move on. Even though they're all unopposed, Melinda does have election day voting, early voting, and absentee of 864 total. Election day is not in, but early voting and absentee is for Linda Fultz at 406, and just absentee and early voting for Danny Pearman at 458. Okay. I think I've got it all right now. So let's go to governor. Republican candidates. Now, if I say there's someone unopposed, it just means it's either Democrat or Republican. But in this case, it's not. In this case, Marsha Blackburn, Monty Fritz, and John Rose are running. The Claiborne County votes for Election Day, early voting, and absentee for Marsha Blackburn are 2316 out of Claiborne County with 8 precincts of 16 checking in. That's half for those who are like me and have slow math. Monty Fritz is 1,030 with 21% of the vote. John Rose has almost 30% of the vote at 1426. Bill Haggerty, United States Senate, running unopposed in the Republican race, 4,095. Tim Burchett, running unopposed in the House of Representatives, District 2, Republican, we have more coming in, is going to be 4,473. New numbers coming in. Bye-bye, old numbers. Okay, you said District 4 is finished? Okay. Let me make a couple of notes, folks, and I'll come right back, okay? It'll be a minute and a half.
When you want your heating and cooling done right the first time, you need to call Norris Lake's Do It Right Specialist. It's complete comfort heating and cooling.
I am just a phone call away. I am focused on getting the job done right the first time.
I am committed to treating your home like my own.
I'm dedicated to keeping your summers cool and your winters cozy.
We are your Norris Lake Do It Right Specialist.
606-248-5665. Bowling Law Office of Middlesboro, Kentucky. Your injury is our case and our focus.
Hi, I'm attorney Blake Bowling. For the past 12 years, it's been a privilege to serve many families throughout the tri-state area.
Bowling Law Office handles auto injuries, premises liability, medical negligence, Social Security disability, and workers' comp claims.
If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident and needed an experienced attorney with a proven track record of success, please give me a call.
Hi, I'm Jim Fortner, owner of Fortner's Home Connection. We're your hometown source for appliances, bedding, furniture, recliners, and lift chairs, with all the brand names you could ever hope for and prices you will not believe. Come out and see us at Fortner's Home Connection, 2801 U.S. Highway 25 across from Casey's in the old Sears building. Come on and let me give you the red carpet treatment that you should be getting already. Come see me at Fortner's Home Connection.
All right, we have some more coming in, folks. Here we go. Are you ready? All right. Folks are asking about a few things. Who's the lead and the sheriff? Well, let me go to, what I'll do is I'll do county mayor and go straight to sheriff, and then we'll go county commission, okay? Because we have some final numbers on one of the counties. County mayor, this is 11 of 16 precincts checking in. 11 of 16 precincts, which will put it at 68 3/4%. County mayor, this is absentee, early voting, and election day. You've got Joe Brooks at 33.95 for 54% of the vote. Jack Daniels at 22.48 for 35% of the vote. Joe Johnson at 6.18 for 9.87% of the vote. Then you will go straight to sheriff. 11 of 16 precincts checking in. It is Michael Cavins at 41.20 for 65% of the vote. Stephen Hurley at 10.53 for 16% of the vote. Tim Shrout at 11.40 for 18% of the vote. All right. County Commission District 1, the top 3 vote getters are Tammy Cheek, Nathan Nate Fultz, and Zach King. Top 3 vote getters in Commission District 2. These are unofficially finished. Haley Barker, Nathan Epperson, and Gary Poor. So it's all new for District 1, and it's all incumbents for District 2. If you want those numbers again, let me know. County Commission District 3 is still up in the air, so to speak. And what I mean by that is there is a tie for third place. Robert Bob Brooks and Travis Lester are tied for 427. So I don't know if they do recounts automatically over here or if they go to a runoff. We're in the process of trying to find out. Stacy Crawford and Blaine Coffey are the top 2 vote getters in Commission District 3. You're voting for 3. County Commission District 4 is pretty much set and done, except for the confirmation. District 4, you've got Nathan Grubbs at 246, Aaron Jambriska at 55, and the top 2 vote getters are Anthony Rowe at 528 and Zach Mullins at 600. All right, so there we go. Mitchell Cosby, he does not have any Election Day votes yet because they've not been tallied, but absentee and early voting is 209. County Commission District 6, there's no Election Day voting, but I'll go over the numbers for you anyway. Did we just get some more? All right, bye-bye. 7 and 8 are now complete. So we are at 13 of 16 precincts. You ready to start all over again, kids? Let's go with it. We'll go and start like we did before. You didn't finish the other ones. I know I didn't, but that boils down to more candidates. Tallies have come up. Are you ready? With 13 of 16. Okay, how about we don't talk that way about a candidate that is no longer available to... I'm not going to ban you from the page, but we're not going to make fun of people who are no longer here. Please don't do that, okay? His family is watching. All right. County Mayor. 13 of 16. 13 of 16 precincts reporting in. That's 81.25%. Joe Brooks at 3619. Jack Daniels at 2447. Joe Johnson at 671. County Commission District 1. Again, the top 3 vote getters are Zach King, Nathan Foltz, and Tammy Cheek. Top 3 vote getters are Haley Barker, Nathan Epperson, and Gary Poor for District 2. Oh, you're giving me District 8. Okay, hang on just a second there, folks. Let me get to County Commission District 3. Robert Brooks, 427. Blaine Coffey, 576. Stacy Crawford, 508. John DeMass at 95. Nicholas Lee Epperson at 386. And Travis Lester at 427. Travis and Bob are tied. Blaine and Stacy are the top 2 vote getters. County Commission District 4, top 2 vote getters are Zach Mullins and Anthony Rowe. Nathan Grubbs had 246. Aaron Jambriska had 55. Zach had 600. Anthony had 528. Mitchell Cosby, still not any Election Day votes, but he's stuck at 209. Commission District 6, we're not at that point yet for final because the Election Day votes have not come in for District 6. You've got Rosemary Barnett at 169, Carolyn Johnson Brooks at 200, Donald Bryan at 81, 149 for Billy Johnson, 213 for Steve Mason, 198 for Richard Smith, and 70 for Nathaniel Red Van Nostrand. Moving on. Just a minute here. County Commission District 7 is finished unofficially, and so is 8. All right, so I'm putting some numbers down here. Give me just a second, folks. I appreciate your patience with me. County Commission District 7 is finished. Here you go, if you needed that back. In the race, third place is Kelly Eric Jones for 363 votes. Moving on from there, you've got Steve Brogan in second place, 422 votes. Sherry McCreary was the top vote getter at 427 votes. Coming in fourth would be Ian Sandifer at 324, and fifth is Stella Mary Beth Nelson. So the top 3 vote getters are Kelly Eric Jones, Steve Brogan, and Sherry McCreary. And they hold on to their seats. Wait, Kelly, yeah, they hold on to their seats. County Commission District 8, you're only voting for 2, okay? Only for 2. All right, moving on. You have got Shane Bainey Evans at 346, Jesse Gibson at 42, David Mundy at 238, Colby Parton at 97, Quentin Rogers at 228, and Tad L. Russell at 394. That gives Shane Benny Evans second place, and Tad Russell first place. That is unofficial. 2 new people for County Commission, District 8. District 8. District 9, we have no Election Day voting. They just have absentee and early. So Anita O. Jenkins is still at 15 and Carl Mazingo is at 11. County Trustee with Election Day voting in there, 13 of 16 precincts. It's 5,848 for Denise Alexander. Going back to the Sheriff with 13 of 16 precincts checking in for 81.25% of the vote. We've got Michael Cavins at 4458 for 65%, Stephen Hurley at 1135 for 16%, and Tim Shrout at 1195 for 17% of the vote. Circuit Clerk, Election Day voting, 13 of 16. Jackie Rosenbaum's at 5691. When you've got County Clerk, we've got Election Day voting, absentee and early. Will Collins is at 1512. Karen Hurst is at 5,216. Kim Reese has 6,052. No challenger there. Early day voting for District 2 School Board. Paige Watson White defeats unofficially Juanita Honeycutt, 667 to 588. Melinda Muncie now has 864 for District 3. Linda Foltz has 406 for District 5. 714 for Danny Pearman. All right, I'm still not going to go over the Supreme Court at-large numbers yet. Let's see. Do we know who is winning for the sheriff? Yes, Travis just mentioned that a few minutes ago. That would be who is winning currently. 4,458 votes for Michael Cavins, 1135 for Stephen Hurley, and 1195 for Tim Shrout. All right. Any other questions? I don't think so. But if you have any questions, just give me a ring, and I'll be glad to let you know what's going on here. Let me just check in real quick with some messages that have come over my messenger here. We have a big shout out to Chris. You are more than welcome, sir. I appreciate you. Someone I call a good friend. Chris knows who he is. I didn't know if he wants his last name mentioned, but I'm happy for him and his fairly new bride there. Hope you do well. I've taken Wilma Daniels off of there, so don't worry about that. I think I have anyway. We're not going to play any games on the stream tonight. We need to be kind, okay? Need to be kind, regardless of whether you agree with how a candidate ran their race or not. You can put that on your own page, though. I mean, that's what that's all about. Let me check in with YouTube. We have some folks from our international scene checking in with our YouTube stream. They are folks that normally follow us online from Manchester, Great Britain, and a few other places. They have some strange names to you and me, but it's normal to them. Exotic and Keenan and Richie. Richie Foltz is a local one talking about the tunnel. Westy Wilson watching in Speedwell. We do have some locals. There you go. Bong Stogie's on there as well. And Modern Day, hello. This is, again, for those who are watching overseas, this is from Claiborne County, Tennessee. Claiborne County, Tennessee. And Michael Sangworth, hello. Dr. Chattanooga and a few others. If I've missed your name, please forgive me. Are there any other races you want me to go back over? I'm getting so many messages in so quickly. No, all the results are not in yet, Whitney. Not yet. Is Hurst the winner? Yes, I believe that she's going to be. And I say I believe she's going to be. I don't know that her challenger can catch up with the numbers that are still here. And here's why I say that. You've got 13 of 16 precincts reporting in, and Karen is up 77% to Will Collins 22%. So she is in the lead. It appears that she is going to take that win. I don't know how many people are in the other 3 precincts that have not reported in yet. So I'm sorry I don't have that information in front of me. District 2, we don't have what's the sheriff election look like? Mr. Cavins is currently in the lead, 4458 to 1135 and 1195. So, again, in some of these races, you don't have all of the precincts in yet, and I don't know if there's a margin that is small enough for some of them to catch up. I'm just going by what I see on paper here, okay? Did I say that District 8 was final? I believe I did. And County Commission District 8, you're voting for two. The top two vote getters are Tad Russell and Shane Baney Evans. So you've got two new seats there because Quentin Rogers and David Mundy were the incumbents, right? Yes. So Shane Baney Evans and Tad Russell, top two vote getters. What other ones you got there? Shane did win, yes. Now, I'm seeing questions, and it's easily a 15 to 20 second delay for the time that it goes from our equipment to the server and then out to the social media, okay? All right. And this is for county mayor. This is not for mayor of Tazewell. This is not for mayor of New Tazewell. This is county mayor when you're talking about that particular race. And speaking of that particular race, where did I put the numbers? I put the numbers somewhere. There they are. If you're just getting on, Joe Brooks is at 3619, Jack Daniels at 2447, and Joe Johnson at 671. 671. Now, I'm going to take a break, and I'll be back in a minute. I want to read something to you from the Election Commission.
When you want your heating and cooling done right the first time, you need to call Norris Lake's Do It Right Specialist. It's complete comfort heating and cooling.
I am just a phone call away. I am focused on getting the job done right the first time.
I am committed to treating your home like my own.
I'm dedicated to keeping your summers cool and your winters cozy.
We are your Norris Lake Do It Right Specialist.
606-248-5665. Bowling Law Office of Middlesboro, Kentucky. Your injury is our case and our focus.
Hi, I'm attorney Blake Bowling. For the past 12 years, it's been a privilege to serve many families throughout the tri-state area.
Bowling Law Office handles auto injuries, premises liability, medical negligence, Social Security disability, and workers' comp claims.
If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident and needed an experienced attorney with a proven track record of success, please give me a call.
Hi, I'm Jim Fortner, owner of Fortner's Home Connection. We're your hometown source for appliances, bedding, furniture, recliners, and lift chairs, with all the brand names you could ever hope for and prices you will not believe. Come out and see us at Fortner's Home Connection, 2801 U.S. Highway 25, across from Casey's in the old Sears building. Come on and let me give you the red carpet treatment that you should be getting already. Come see me at Fortner's Home Connection.
Let's try that again with the microphone on. I had something, but I didn't know where I put it, so Aaron Reed helped me out here. So here we go. I don't have any numbers from Union County. Someone's asking me about Union County. I don't know who's covering that, but you know what I'll do? Give me just a second here. I think our friends at WATE are covering that. Let's see if they've got a ticker. Blount County, Sevier County. Oh, I do not see. Give me just a second and I'll find that, folks. Live blog, election news and results. Let's see here. State primaries. Marsha Blackburn is projected to win the GOP nomination for Tennessee governor. I will see in our next break if I can find the Union County numbers. If someone knows where those are, please let me know. Jay, if you can find them, I'd appreciate that. I know that they're looking for a new sheriff down there in Union County. But let's talk about the county mayor situation here in Claiborne County, okay? All right. So county mayor candidate for re-election, Joe Brooks, as many know right now, has passed away July 25th. Under Tennessee Code Annotated 2-5-204, subsection E, if a candidate for office dies within 40 days, which he did, before the election, the decedent's name shall remain on the ballot. If the deceased candidate receives the necessary votes to otherwise be elected, then a vacancy shall exist, and the vacancy shall be filled, as otherwise provided by law. If Joe Brooks were to receive the most votes for county mayor in today's election, the county mayor office will be declared vacant. Upon notice of the vacancy under Tennessee Code Annotated 51-104B, subsection 1, the county commission files the vacancy within 120 days, and any person so appointed shall serve until a successor is elected at the next election, which is November 3rd, occurring after the vacancy. So under the timing as we know it right now, let's see, TCA 5-1-104B, subsection 2, if there is a vacancy, the election for county mayor will occur on November 3rd of this year, and write-ins will be happening. I know several who said that they were going to run for mayor as a write-in. Since that hasn't happened yet, and there's been no declaration, that is still a moot point. All right. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate that. Union County race for sheriff got nasty. It did get nasty. I'm sorry. Let me see if our friends at WBIR have that information, because we don't have any new numbers for you right now. How to find your polling place, election results, how to watch live election results. They don't have a ticker running on either of them, but I bet they do on their... Let's see, let's do this. Let's go to Union County. Oh, they've got it. They've got it right here. Sheriff. Wow, that's there it is. The results aren't in. You got it. Oh, these results are in. Thank you, Misty. All right, new numbers, folks. This is it. Take a breath, especially me. Let me take a breath here. I'm going to start from the beginning, which is a good place to start. Here we go. Marsha Blackburn is projected to win the vote for her party, for the Republican Party for governor. In Claiborne County, she received 2,855 votes, Monty Fritz at 1,253, John Rose at 1,721. Let's go ahead and make some notes here. Bill Haggerty was not running against anybody, but he got 5,015 votes, and that is in Claiborne County. Done. Unofficial. Tim Burchett, running unopposed, 5465, Republican candidate for House of Representatives, District 2. Tennessee House of Representatives, District 9, running unopposed was Gary W. Hicks Jr. with 2,632 votes. Tennessee House of Representatives, District 36, Dennis Powers in Claiborne County got 824 votes. Noah Smith at 1512. Noah Smith is the unofficial winner of that race. State Executive Committee man, District 8, with only 91 votes separating the two, Bobby D. Johnson wins over Sidney A. Jesse Jr., unofficially. State Executive Committee woman, District 8, Deborah Bailey is the unofficial winner with 2856 over Patty Mills, 1361. Democrat governor candidate, they have elected in Claiborne County for governor Jerry Green with 455, Carnita Atwater 109, Kevin Lee McCants 61, Adam Ditch Kurtz 36, and Tim Sear 43. So once again, that is Jerry Green taking the Democrat governor race, and then she'll face off against Tim Burchett. Okay. All right, give me just a second here. Not Tim Burchett. Please forgive me. That's not right. Yeah. Dennis Powers race. Yes. But he has won the Claiborne County portion. Yeah, but that'll be combined with Campbell. He's not part of Union either, is he? Just those two? Okay. Thank you, Jay. All right. United States Senate Democrat race. You've got Marquita Bradshaw with 266 votes. She has taken that race over Maria Brewer at 163, Kevin Lee McCants at 118, Sybil Miller Watkins at 54, and Diana Ojanika at 58. Unopposed was Michaela Barnett, but she got 634 for United States House of Representatives. And she is going up against District 2 Republican candidate Tim Burchett. Nothing for District 9 or 36 in the Democrat race. All right. We're getting down to the locals, okay? We're getting down to the locals. I know that people are chomping at the bit to get more information. Hang on just a second. All right. Yes, she'll face Marcia, and then Michaela will face Tim. Christopher Parker, unopposed, 559 for Committeeman, District 8. Committeewoman, Autumn Anderson, unopposed in our area anyway, 550. County Mayor, we can say unofficially that Joe Brooks has won that race. Joe Brooks has won that race, and a vacancy will be declared. This is all unofficial, folks. Joe Brooks, 3809. Jack Daniels, 2733. Joe Johnson, 731. County Commission, District 1. This was all said and done earlier. There's 16 of 16 precincts checking in. The winners, the top 3 vote getters, you're voting for 3 in District 1. It was Zach King, Tammy Cheek, and Nathan Nate Fultz. They're all new names there for that particular seat. Haley Barker, Nathan Epperson, Gary Poor retain their seats in District 2. County Commission District 3. Don't know if there will be a runoff. If there was before, it would be between Robert Bob Brooks and Travis Lester, 427 apiece there. Blaine Coffey and Stacy Crawford are the top 2 vote getters in that race. I'll go over those numbers, by the way. Robert Bob Brooks, 427. Blaine Coffey, 576. Stacy Crawford, 508. John DeMass, 95. Nicholas Lee Epperson, 386. And Travis Lester, also 427. Top 2 vote getters in the County Commission District 4, Zach Mullins at 600, Anthony Rowe at 528. Also in that race was Nathan Grubbs at 246 and Aaron Jambriska at 55. Mitchell Cosby, unopposed, but he did get some more votes on this election day. You combine that with the absentee and the early voting, it's 363 votes. All right. Can others that may want to run for mayor in November file? Yes, you can. You'll have a window of approximately 8 days. That announcement will be made soon, but it's not been made yet. Okay, County Commission District 6, you have got the top vote getters being... Okay, this was the one that wasn't finished. So, Rosemary Barnett at 277. 321 for Carolyn Brooks. Donald Bryan at 126. Billy Johnson at 224. Steve Mason at 307. Richard Smith at 303. And 119 for Nathaniel Red Van Nostrand. So the top 3 vote getters are Richard Smith, Steve Mason, and Carolyn Johnson Brooks. So 2 retain and 1 new one. Richard is new. I do have that right, don't I? Yes. All right. County Commission District 7. Give me just a second here, okay? District 7. By the way, if you run as a write-in, you have to be eligible. I know that is probably common sense, but you have to be eligible. County Commission District 7. This is all said and done. You have got the top 3 vote getters as Steve Brogan, Kelly Eric Jones, and Sherry McCreary. Steve Brogan had 422. Eric Jones had 363. Sherry McCreary had 427. Stella Nelson, 246. And Ian Sandifer, 324. So once again, Steve, Kelly, and Sherry are the top 3 vote getters. They're holding on to their seats. County Commission District 8. County Commission District 8. This has not changed. This is what we said it was a little while ago. Shane Bainey Evans, 346. Jesse Gibson, 42. David Mundy, 238. Colby Parton, 97. Quentin Rogers, 228. And Tad Russell, 394. You're only voting for 2, and that's Shane Bainey Evans in second and Tad Russell in first. Anita O. Jenkins at 73 and Carl Mazingo at 45. Unofficially, Anita O. Jenkins is the new county commissioner for District 9. Denise Alexander had a total of 6,309 votes, and she was running against no one. Here are the final numbers for the sheriff's race. Michael Cavins, 4861. Stephen Hurley, 1204. Tim Shrout, 1269. That's 66.28% for Michael Cavins, 16.42% for Stephen Hurley, 17.30% for Tim Shrout. Michael Cavins is the unofficial winner of that race. Jackie Rosenbaum not running against anyone, but she did get 61.45 as far as votes. County Clerk Karen Hurst holds on to her seat against Will Collins, 56-16 to 1640. Kim Reese got 6,527 votes, even though she was unopposed. In the School Board District 2, Paige Watson White, 667 over Juanita Honeycutt's 588. And yes, we will repeat numbers if you want them. 864 for Melinda Muncie, District 3 for School Board, unopposed. Linda Fultz, 629, unopposed for District 5. Also, School Board District 6, Danny Pearman, 714. Now the final numbers for the hold on or let them go. That's not legal, by the way. Supreme Court at large, Kyle Hickson has been retained. Supreme Court at large, Mary Wagner has been retained. Supreme Court of Court of Appeals, Eastern Division, William E. Phillips II, retained. Court of Appeals, Western Division, Steve Maroney, retained. Court of Appeals, Western Division, Valerie Smith, retained. Court of Criminal Appeals, Eastern Division, Stacy Street, retained. And finally, Court of Criminal Appeals, Eastern Division, Stephen Sword, retained. There we go. All right. Do you want me to repeat any of these numbers? I'll just sit here and go over them in my brain, and you can tell me if you want me to repeat any of them. Any numbers you want me to repeat, please let me know as soon as you can. While we're doing that, thank you to Bowling Law Office, Complete Comfort Heating and Cooling, and Fortner's Home Connection, making sure that this was coming to you tonight. These are the Claiborne County election returns, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Again, for the mayor's race, Joe Brooks received more votes than the other 2 candidates. So, the county commission, after a vacancy has been declared, under Tennessee Code 51104, the county commission fills that vacancy after it's been announced within 120 days, and any person so appointed. Current mayor, by the way, is Mike Campbell. Mike was not running for county commissioner. He was done doing that. So they could retain him. Don't know yet. But county commission fills the vacancy within 120 days, and any person so appointed shall serve until a successor is elected, and the next election occurring after the vacancy, which in this case is November 3rd, under the timing provisions. And there will be an open opportunity of about 8 days for people that want to run for mayor to file as write-in candidates. Now, I'd like to give the write-in candidates some... the best way to say this is some advice. I think that you can, I know we do it in Kentucky, I think you can give 2 or 3 examples, and I'd have to ask Aaron, 2 or 3 examples of your name in case people spell it differently, so that your vote will be counted if you're a write-in candidate. They do that over here, don't they? Don't they give you a couple of different ways, like John Jones, it could be J-H-O-N, it could be J-O-N, it could be J-A-W-N. I think that's the way it works. I don't see anybody asking for numbers to come back up, so we will get these final totals and get them scanned. And the Election Commission may be doing that, and if they are, we'll go ahead and we'll just share that. And I think our friends at the Claiborne Progress may be doing the same thing. Let me just check and make sure I've not missed any messages that have to do with the election here. Big shout out to JJ. Big hugs, my son. And also to Chris. Okay, wait a minute. District 1 and District... Okay, all right. Hang on, Lisa. Let me do it in numerical order. Commissioner District 1, the top 3 vote getters are Tammy Cheek, Nathan Fultz, and Zach King. Top 3 vote getters for... Yeah, I'll go over all the numbers again. Okay. That's usually what happens, so folks come on the last minute there. Top 3 vote getters for District 3 you asked about are Blaine Coffey, Stacy Crawford, and a tie between Robert Brooks and Travis Lester. District 4, I'll just go over all of them again. District 4, Nathan Grubbs and Aaron Jambriska lost to Zach Mullins and Anthony Rowe. Zach and Anthony are the top 2 vote getters. District 4, did you ask for District 6? We'll just go over all of them. The top 2 vote getters, or 3 vote getters in District 6 are Carolyn Brooks, incumbent, Steve Mason, incumbent, and newbie, Richard Smith. What was the other one you wanted? District 7, Steve Brogan, Kelly Eric Jones, and Sherry McCreary are the top 3 vote getters. District 8, Shane Bainey Evans, Jesse L. Gibson, and Tad... Wait a minute, let's try that again. I'm saying this wrong. District 8, Shane Bainey Evans, and Tad Russell are the top 2 vote getters. District 9, Anita O. Jenkins is the top vote getter. Sheriff, Michael Cavins wins unofficially over Stephen Hurley and Tim Shrout. And the mayor, Joe Brooks, over Jack Daniels and Joe Johnson. All right, District 2 and District 5. Okay. District 2, School Board District 2, Paige Watson White at 667, Juanita Honeycutt at 588. District 2 for the commission. Do you want all the numbers? Sheriff was won by Michael Cavins. Haley Barker, 594. Nathan Epperson, 724. Gary Poor, 552. Timmy Gerald Johnson, 453. David Guy, 167. Brian Rowland, 295. What else do we need? I think that's it. Okay. I'll let this cycle through for just a minute, okay? I'm going to let our sponsors have one more say, and then if you have any numbers you want, you can go ahead and just ask me. We'll do that right now.
When you want your heating and cooling done right the first time, you need to call Norris Lake's Do It Right Specialist. It's complete comfort heating and cooling.
I am just a phone call away. I am focused on getting the job done right the first time.
I am committed to treating your home like my own.
I'm dedicated to keeping your summers cool and your winters cozy.
We are your Norris Lake Do It Right Specialist.
606-248-5665. Bowling Law Office of Middlesboro, Kentucky. Your injury is our case and our focus.
Hi, I'm attorney Blake Bowling. For the past 12 years, it's been a privilege to serve many families throughout the tri-state area.
Bowling Law Office handles auto injuries, premises liability, medical negligence, Social Security disability, and workers' comp claims.
If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident and need an experienced attorney with a proven track record of success, please give me a call.
Hi, I'm Jim Fortner, owner of Fortner's Home Connection. We're your hometown source for appliances, bedding, furniture, recliners, and lift chairs, with all the brand names you could ever hope for and prices you will not believe. Come out and see us at Fortner's Home Connection, 2801 U.S. Highway 25, across from Casey's in the old Sears building. Come on and let me give you the red carpet treatment that you should be getting already. Come see me at Fortner's Home Connection.
So, folks, that's pretty much going to do it for me. September 1st, the vacancy will be declared. Once again, September 1st, the vacancy will be declared, and the county commissioner commission at that time can nominate anyone they want to as an interim mayor. And then you've got roughly 8 days to pick up a petition to make sure that you're eligible to run in the November 3rd election for county mayor. All right. And as far as the runoff between Bob Brooks and the other individual, just a minute, make sure I don't say this wrong, Travis Lester, that is yet to be determined, okay? That is yet to be determined. What happened with the tie in, well, I just mentioned that. Anyone else? Can we get all the numbers for District 1 and District 9? All the numbers, yes. You taking off? Okay, not yet. All right, so District 1. Let's go District 9 because it's simple to do, okay? Because I can at least count to 9. District 1, the numbers go something like this. Joseph Blanton, total of 91. Tammy Cheek, 523. Dennis Cook, 304. Nathan Nate Fultz, 557. Zach King, 424. Brad C. Lott, 211. Robert Nyen, 236. And you're looking for number 9. Number 9 total is 73 for Anita O. Jenkins, and Carl Mazingo is 45. District 8 and District 7. Okay, we got some latecomers here. Hang on just a second. All the numbers for 7 and 8. 7, Steve Brogan, 422. Kelly Eric Jones, 363. Sherry McCreary, 427. Stella Nelson, 246. Ian Sandifer, 324. You said District 8 as well, and yes, District 8. Shane Bainey Evans, 346. Jesse L. Gibson, 42. David Mundy, 238. Colby Parton, 97. Quentin Rogers, 228. Tad Russell, 394. Mayor, District 6 now, okay. I will be cutting this off here in just a few minutes. District 6. That's 13. That's the wrong one. Give me just a minute. District 6. Here we go. Rosemary Barnett, 277. Carolyn Brooks, 321. Donald Bryant, 126. Billy Johnson, 224. Steve Mason, 307. 303 for Richard Smith. Nathaniel Red Van Nostrand, 119. Top 3 vote getters are Brooks, Mason, and Smith. How many votes did Cavins win by? How about if I just read them off to you? That was a lot of pages, folks. With 66.28% of the vote, Michael Cavins had 4861. With 16% of the vote, Stephen Hurley had 1204. With 17.5% of the vote, Tim Shrout had 1269. Anybody else? The mayor numbers, this will be the last one I do, okay? The mayor's numbers are on this page. Mayor's numbers, this is the last time and the last one I'll do, and then I've got to say goodnight because I'm out past my bedtime and I have a curfew. Joe Brooks, 3809 for 52% of the vote. Jack Daniels with 2733 for 37.5% of the vote. And Joe Johnson, 731 for 10% of the vote. All right, there we go. I do have one question. Would you mind, so I don't have to go to break again, would you find out if the 2 people who ran against Joe Brooks can run again? Can they can run again. Do they have to refile? Okay, all right. So Jack Daniels and Joe Johnson can file again, but they have to go through the process of being eligible again.
And anybody else can too.
Yeah, anybody else can too. So Jay Compton is going. No, he's shaking his head. All right, so no, I don't live here. I don't know where I live. All right, I think that's it. JJ, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. You're a fine son. Do your chores. Have a great night. God bless you. And I hope I was able to bring these to you respectfully, and the little mistakes that we had are just something you can overlook. I would like to say once again, this has been a great experience for me. I've got to see a different side of an election, and with the passing of Joe Brooks, it really threw things into a bit of a chaotic scenario for a lot of folks. But I just hope that we can bring some closure to this on November 3rd, and that Claiborne County can have a mayor that they can be proud of, whoever that may be. So God bless. Have a great night, and thanks for your time. Oh, thank you to our sponsors, Bowling Law, Complete Comfort, and Fortner's Home Connection. See ya.